Well, it appears what I have been preaching for the past couple of weeks is starting to come to fruition. Um, the other people out there that had the same thoughts as me, you guys are great. I mean, we have great minds that think alike. And the fact that Joe Bastardi quoted my tweet, I commemorate you so much, Joe Bastardi, and I thank you so much for doing that. If I go on his page real quick, see if I can find it. But, you know, Joe Bastardi, honestly, is like an idol of mine, and I follow so much what he says, so when he quoted my tweet and agreed with me, we were on the same page, it was like a really good feeling. So thank you very much, Joe Bastardi. This is like a personal shout out to you. Let's get back more to weather-oriented stuff. Okay, my computer's taking a little bit longer to load because it's becoming very active with people following me and my notification going off and a bunch of other stuff. But what we're going to do real quick is we're going to go over what me and Eastern PA Weather Authority was talking about before. So I'm going to go over to my tweets. It's acting slow when I do not want it to act slow. It doesn't usually do this. Alright, we're just going to hop right to some of the things I was talking about before. I think I got to go up to over here and do it. I think it's in this section because I put them in couplets and I gave them to Eastern PA Weather Authority. So those feature probably, here we go. Okay, so we're going to first start over here. Our NEO regions are focusing out on 3.44. What does this mean if Region 4 becomes dominant? Well, if we had a dominant east-based El Nino, think about it. If the moisture is going over this area, the Atacama Desert and the mountain range, it wrings all the moisture out. It won't be able to surface to get to this area of the East Coast. It won't happen. It will just go straight into the mountains and dissipate. It would die. These storms would just go straight in. But look at this over here. Look at all of this. All of this right here, this is total precipitable water amounts. This is a concentration of convection. Imagine what happens if you take this and you fling it like that. Or like this. You see where I'm going exactly with this? Alright, we're going to move over to this part over here. Our total precipitable water content is dry in the Atacama Desert. This signifies that we have a divergence of air off the coast, and we have an Atacama high, which is also spinning up a Palmer low down over here. So, I'm going to go back a little bit for a second and review over part 2. You can see right here that the Peruvian current is actually in progress right now. If you see the wind flow, it's taking the warm waters from here and bringing it up like this. And this is killing any chance of an east-based El Nino. I was very confident when I said, guys, an east-based El Nino will not happen. I'm very conservative, and I know people know that I am that way. Plus, my winter forecast drops tomorrow. But when I saw this, I saw the Peruvian current going, I was like, this is a done deal. It's not going to happen. Atacama high, Palmer low, okay? High pressure, low pressure. The air over here is converging. The air over here is diverging. The air over here is converging as well in El Nino regions 3.4 on the more west-based side. That's region 4. So we see a lowering of heights over here, and heights are rising in Atacama Desert area. All right? Here, beautiful, okay? If you guys want to detect the Peruvian current, please do not use SSTA anomalies because the departure of temperatures in 7 days, that's not the deviation of how the Peruvian current works, okay? Use the actual temperature and you will pick up the difference, okay? You can see how the water is being picked up like this. Your east-based El Nino will not happen. Your trade winds are strong. All of the surface water, the upwelling, is blowing your waters west. All of the trade winds is blowing the convergence to the west. And this region was originally getting warm, but look at this spike going on over here. Man, I can't stress enough that if this is actually the outcome, the East Coast is going to get slammed this year. And the blizzard that busted last year, you may have to watch out for a potential this year. And you may have a chance that it may not be able to skip New Jersey and New York City. I'm being 100% honest. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I have to stress this possibility. I mean, how the pattern is setting up, it shows me exactly what I'm talking about. Okay? We go down over here. This was me and Eastern PA Weather Authority having our conversations. Don't just use anomalies because it's 7 days, and that anomaly does not help. That's not how the weather really works. It does not. It's honestly, yeah, they're good to look at, but what if your temperature flips in a 2-week period from relative to normal? Your 7-day period is not going to pick that up. We see that this area is desert, guys. Keep in mind that this is a desert, okay? It is summertime down here. Look how cool the desert is. You have an onshore flow of cool water, but the water's not warm, so there's no moisture, okay? If this is warmer over here than this, you have a high pressure system over here, all right? Go back over here. Cooler waters, divergence, drier air is diverging. It is dry over here. This is a very good sign. Another thing you have to look at, and I've never seen anyone bring this up. If you watch my lecture video in my meteorology class, I was talking to a professional about this, and this is a theory of mine, which had a lot of support from professionals, that the dust particulates is very important because there's dust that's evident in the Atacama Desert, and it seems right in this region is where really there's absolutely no convection whatsoever. But these El Nino regions have a strong correlation in region 3.4 and 4. No dust, it allows moisture to rise. So these are the compelling findings that I'm starting to see. Alright? And now I'm starting to question, is this going to be a west-based El Nino? Is there a possibility of that? Well, that's the question into favor. I've been talking about this, but Jason Weather also brought this up again. This is just steroids waiting to happen right along the East Coast. Okay? And as Eastern PA Weather Authority was talking about before, which I agree with him, we're on the same page about this. Once storms start over at the coast, the waters are going to start to cool. It's going to happen throughout the winter. This is going to shift the storm track further east, and that is when January, February, March, you're going to get bombarded by a relentless onslaught of storms. At least I think so. Especially with these cooler water anomalies. If the air is going to sink here, high pressure is going to form, your negative NAO is going to form. So, the findings and what I'm articulating, what I've been saying for a while is beginning to happen. And me and Chris Beal were talking before that the regions in 1 and 2 are definitely cooling. However, you can't pick up the Peruvian current with the SSTA anomaly because the deviations of temperature influx change in the oceans are much more sporadic than that. So it won't be able to exactly pick it up, or sometimes it's even more rapid. So you can't go off that. I'm going to try to find more compelling findings as well, but I'm going to cut the video to this point. I will be posting more tweets. This is a very interesting discovery that's going on right now. A lot of changes that are going on. Anyone that forecasted a mild and snowless winter, you're going to have pitchforks at your door if you're a business, whatever. My forecast drops tomorrow. I'm pretty sure you guys know what to expect from my forecast. It's going to be a 2-page forecast because I'm going to have a description in it. I would love to honestly make a website and break down the details, but unfortunately I do not have enough time. I have a lot on my plate and I can't do that. But yeah, this is exactly what I've been talking about I've been saying for at least 2 months maybe, but really going in detail in the past couple of weeks. And Analytic Weather, RWS, great job in picking this up. I posted this about a week ago and you are making an excellent observation based off of this. You can see that I'm against analogs, but you know what? I like to take little pieces and fragments, and I do agree with this. I think that the months, I think your first possibility of sustainability could be in December. I mean, it's showing up right here with the blocking, the troughing, loose and low, But when January and February roll around, ooh, all I gotta say, ooh.